Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for 2026. The clock is ticking. Time is moving whether you're ready or not. The question is, are you preparing or are you just waiting? Because 2026 isn't some distant future. It's right around the corner. And the people who will dominate, the ones who will rise to the top, they are already putting in the work. This isn't the time to hesitate. This isn't the time to make excuses, to second guess yourself, to wait for the perfect moment. The moment is now. Success doesn't wait for anyone. It rewards those who prepare, those who stay disciplined, those who embrace the struggle and execute without excuses. So ask yourself, will you be ready? Will you be stronger, sharper, and more focused when 2026 arrives? Or will you be looking back wishing you had started today? Because the ones who win, the ones who achieve greatness, they don't wait for opportunities, they prepare for them. It's time to get locked in. It's time to commit. It's time to stop talking about what you're going to do and start doing it. No more excuses, no more waiting, no more wasted time, because 2026 is coming, and the only question that matters is, will you be ready? 2026 is coming. Whether you're ready or not, it's on the way. The question is, will it find you prepared? See, everybody talks about wanting a better life, a better career, better health, better relationships. But let me tell you something. Wanting ain't enough. Hoping ain't enough. Dreaming ain't enough. You have to prepare. Success doesn't come to the ones who wait for it. It comes to the ones who work for it. You can't sit back and expect the world to hand you what you want. The world gives to the bold, the disciplined, the ones who refuse to quit. You say you want to be great? Then you better get comfortable with the grind. You better learn to love the struggle, because it's in the struggle where champions are made. It's in the tough times where warriors are built. No pressure, no diamonds. Some of you are waiting for the right time. Let me tell you the truth. The right time is right now. Not tomorrow, not next week, not when it's convenient. Now. Start today. Lay the foundation. Build the habits. Show up even when you don't feel like it. Because when 2026 arrives, it's going to expose two types of people. Those who prepared and those who made excuses. So I ask you, which one will you be? Get up, get focused, get moving, and get ready for 2026. Preparation meets opportunity. Success doesn't happen by accident. It's not a coincidence. It's not luck. It's the direct result of preparation colliding with opportunity. You don't get what you wish for, you get what you work for. Every great athlete, every successful entrepreneur, every legend in any field got there because they were ready when their moment arrived. See, most people don't fail because they lack talent. They don't fail because they don't have potential. They fail because they weren't prepared when the door opened. Opportunity knocked, but they were too busy waiting for the perfect moment. Too busy doubting themselves. Too busy making excuses. And by the time they realized it, the opportunity was gone. Someone else was ready. Someone else had been putting in the work behind the scenes, grinding in the dark when no one was watching, sharpening their skills, building their foundation, and when the opportunity came, they stepped up and took it. The difference between winning and losing, between success and failure, is what you do before the moment arrives. Every day is a chance to get better. Every day is a chance to prepare. The problem is, too many people want the reward without the effort. They want the victory without the battle. They want the glory without the grind. But it doesn't work like that. You don't rise to the level of your dreams, you fall to the level of your preparation. Think about it. When a storm hits, the house that's built on a solid foundation stands tall, while the one built on sand collapses. It's not about what happens in the moment. That's why champions train harder than anyone else. That's why the best in the world never stop learning, never stop improving. They don't wait for motivation. They don't wait for someone to tell them to get ready. They stay ready. Preparation is not glamorous. It's not exciting. It's early mornings and late nights. It's repetition. It's studying when others are partying. It's practicing when no one's watching. It's failing, learning, and trying again. It's discipline. And that's what separates the elite from the average. That's what creates legends. When your opportunity comes, and it will come, you don't want to hesitate. You don't want to second guess yourself. You want to step up with confidence, knowing that you've put in the work. Because opportunity doesn't wait. It doesn't knock twice. You either seize the moment or you let it slip away. So ask yourself, are you preparing for the life you say you want? Are you putting in the hours? Are you building yourself up so that when your name is called, you don't just show up, you dominate? Because when preparation meets opportunity, that's when success is inevitable. Discipline over motivation. Motivation is a feeling, and feelings fade. One day you wake up fired up, ready to take on the world, but the next day you don't feel like doing anything. That's the problem with relying on motivation. It's unpredictable, inconsistent, unreliable. The people who achieve real success, the ones who rise above the rest, don't depend on motivation. They depend on discipline. Discipline is doing what needs to be done even when you don't feel like doing it. It's waking up early when you'd rather sleep in. It's hitting the gym when you're tired. It's putting in extra hours when everyone else has gone home. It's showing up every single day, not just when you feel inspired, but when you feel exhausted, frustrated, or doubtful, because discipline doesn't care about how you feel. It only cares about what you do. Most people wait until they feel like taking action, and that's why they stay stuck. They wait for the perfect moment, the right mindset, the spark of inspiration. But the truth is, action creates momentum, and momentum creates motivation, not the other way around. You don't get disciplined by waiting to feel motivated. You get motivated by being disciplined. The days when you don't want to show up are the most important days to show up, because that's where true growth happens. Discipline builds habits, and habits shape your future. Every choice you make is either pushing you closer to your goals or pulling you further away. Skipping one workout leads to skipping another. Making one excuse leads to making more excuses. But when you commit to discipline, when you push through the resistance, you create a lifestyle of consistency. And consistency beats intensity every time. It's not about going hard for one day. It's about showing up day after day, week after week, year after year. The most successful people in the world don't rely on motivation. They don't wake up every day feeling excited to work, but they do it anyway. They understand that success isn't built on feelings, it's built on habits. Champions don't practice only when they feel like it. Entrepreneurs don't build businesses only when they're inspired. Writers don't write only when they're in the mood. They commit to the process no matter what. That's why they win. Discipline is freedom. It gives you control over your life. It keeps you from being a slave to your emotions, your doubts, your laziness. It turns ordinary people into extraordinary achievers. It separates those who dream from those who do. And the ones who stay disciplined, even when no one is watching, are the ones who rise to the top. Embrace the struggle. Struggle is not a sign that you're failing. It's proof that you're growing. Nothing worth having comes easy, and nothing great is built without resistance. Every champion, every leader, every success story you admire has one thing in common. They went through pain, they went through setbacks, they went through moments when quitting seemed like the easiest option, but they didn't quit. They embraced the struggle, and that's why they made it to the top. Pain is a teacher. Adversity is a trainer. The obstacles in your path are not there to stop you. They are there to test you, to shape you, to force you to become the person who deserves the success you're chasing. Growth doesn't happen in comfort. Muscles don't get stronger without resistance. Diamonds don't form without pressure. The fire that burns you today is the same fire that will forge you into something unstoppable tomorrow. Most people see struggle as a reason to stop. They think, maybe this isn't for me. They take difficulty as a sign to turn around, but the truth is, struggle is not a dead end. It's a doorway. The very thing you're fighting against is the thing that will make you better. Every setback is setting you up for something greater, if you choose to push through. When life gets hard, most people look for an escape. They look for shortcuts, easy routes, ways to avoid the pain, but the ones who succeed are the ones who lean into it. They don't run from the struggle, they run toward it. Because they understand that every challenge is an opportunity. Every hardship is a lesson. Every loss is a chance to come back stronger. The road to success is paved with failures, disappointments, and moments of doubt. But every time you overcome a challenge, you build resilience. You build toughness. You build confidence. The more you struggle, the stronger you become. The stronger you become, the less fear you have. And when fear has no power over you, nothing can stop you. Struggle separates the weak from the strong, the committed from the casual, the ones who say they want it from the ones who actually go get it. Anybody can work hard when things are easy. Anybody can stay motivated when everything is going their way. But the real test is what you do when things get tough. Do you break or do you push forward? Do you give up or do you fight back? There is no shortcut to greatness. There is no easy path to success. But there is a path, and it's the one most people aren't willing to take. The struggle isn't there to stop you, it's there to prepare you, because the harder the road, the greater the reward. Faith and focused belief is the foundation of every great achievement. If you don't believe in yourself, no one else will. If you don't see yourself winning, you'll never take the steps necessary to make it happen. Faith is not just about hoping things will work out, it's about knowing deep down that you have what it takes, even when there's no proof yet. It's about seeing the vision so clearly in your mind that no setback, no failure, no obstacle can shake you. Doubt is the enemy of progress. The moment you start questioning whether you're capable, whether you're worthy, whether you have what it takes, you weaken your ability to push forward. The greatest battle you'll ever fight is not against the world, it's against your own thoughts. That little voice telling you to quit, telling you that you're not good enough, that you'll never make it, that voice is a liar. The ones who succeed are the ones who shut it down and replace it with faith. Faith alone is not enough. You have to back it up with focus. You can't just believe you'll get there, you have to lock in on the path that will take you there. Distractions are everywhere. People, negativity, temptations, comfort, they all try to pull you away from your mission. Focus is the weapon that keeps you on track. It's the ability to drown out the noise, to say no to everything that doesn't serve your goal, to put your head down and work while everyone else is wasting time. Most people fail not because they lack talent or intelligence, but because they lose focus. They start strong, but then they let little things pull them off course. They waste time worrying about things they can't control. They compare themselves to others. They chase quick wins instead of staying committed to the long game. They forget why they started in the first place. The ones who make it to the top are the ones who stay locked in, no matter what. Life will test your focus. It will throw distractions, setbacks, and temptations in your way. People will doubt you, question you, tell you to take the safe route. But if your vision is clear, none of that will matter. You don't need everyone to believe in you. You don't need approval. You just need to stay locked in on your goal. Trust the process and keep moving forward. When faith and focus come together, nothing is impossible. Faith gives you the belief to start, and focus gives you the discipline to finish. Faith keeps you standing when life tries to knock you down, and focus keeps you moving when the path gets tough. The stronger your faith, the sharper your focus. The sharper your focus, the faster you reach your destination. The faster you reach your destination, the more unstoppable you become. Consistency is king. Success is not about what you do once in a while. It's about what you do every single day. The ones who reach the top are not always the most talented, the most gifted, or the smartest. They are the ones who show up day after day, putting in the work even when they don't feel like it. They don't rely on bursts of inspiration. They don't wait for the perfect conditions. They commit to the process and stay disciplined long after the excitement wears off. Most people start strong. They begin with energy, motivation, and big dreams, but then reality hits. The work gets harder. Progress slows down. The results don't come as fast as they expected. That's when most people quit. They tell themselves it's not working, that it's too hard, that they'll try something else. And that's why they never break through. Because success isn't about what you do when you're excited. It's about what you do when you're tired, when you're bored, when no one is watching. Consistency builds habits, and habits shape your future. Every action you take, no matter how small, is a vote for the person you are becoming. If you consistently make excuses, you build the habit of quitting. If you consistently show up no matter what, you build the habit of winning. Every great achievement is the result of small actions repeated over time. It's not about making one big move, it's about making the right moves over and over again until they become second nature. The most successful people in the world are not working off of motivation, they are working off of discipline. They don't wonder if they should train today, study today, work today. They just do it because it's who they are. It's not a choice anymore, it's a lifestyle. When you make consistency a part of your identity, success becomes inevitable. You don't have to chase it. You don't have to hope for it. You become the kind of person who naturally attracts it. The hardest part is often showing up, but once you start, momentum takes over. Action leads to more action. Progress, no matter how small, fuels more progress. But when you break the cycle, when you skip one day, one session, one commitment, it becomes easier to skip again, and before you know it, you've lost the momentum that took so long to build. Greatness is not about what you do occasionally, it's about what you do consistently. Champions train every day. The best in the world practice their craft every day. Winners push themselves every day. It's not always exciting, it's not always glamorous, but it's always necessary. If you want to stand out, if you want to achieve something beyond the ordinary, you have to commit to consistency. Because talent fades, motivation runs out, but consistency never fails. No excuses, just execution. The difference between success and failure is simple: execution. Everyone has dreams, everyone has ideas, everyone talks about what they want to do, but talking doesn't build anything. Wishing doesn't move you forward. The only thing that separates those who make it from those who don't is action. You either do the work or you don't. There's no in between. Excuses are the enemy of progress. People who fail will always have a reason why. They'll blame their circumstances, their past, their lack of resources, their bad luck, but none of that matters. Because someone out there has faced the same struggles, the same obstacles, the same disadvantages, and still found a way. The ones who win are the ones who refuse to make excuses. They don't wait for the perfect conditions. They take what they have and make it work. The world doesn't reward effort. It rewards results. You don't get credit for what you planned to do, what you thought about doing, or what you almost did. You get credit for what you actually accomplish. And that requires execution. Taking action, following through, and seeing things through to the end. Every day you waste making excuses is a day someone else is out there putting in the work. Fear stops most people from executing. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of looking foolish. But fear is just a distraction. It's an illusion that keeps you from taking action. The only way to beat fear is to do the thing you're afraid of. The moment you start moving, fear loses its power. The more you take action, the more confidence you build. The more confidence you build, the more unstoppable you become. Overthinking kills more dreams than failure ever will. People spend so much time analyzing, planning, preparing, but never actually doing. They wait until they feel ready, but the truth is you will never feel 100% ready. The perfect moment doesn't exist. You learn by doing, you grow by trying, you succeed by taking risks. Every second spent hesitating is a second wasted. Winners take full responsibility for their success. They don't wait for a handout, a lucky break, or the right timing. They don't blame other people, their past, or their environment. They own their choices, their actions, and their results. They understand that the only way to get ahead is to execute relentlessly, to take control of their destiny, and to refuse to accept anything less than their best. Nothing changes until you take action. You can have the best ideas, the biggest dreams, and all the potential in the world, but none of it matters without execution. If you want something, go get it. If you say you're going to do something, do it. No more waiting. No more excuses. No more wasted time. Because the ones who execute are the ones who win.